Hello everyone, welcome. And this is what I usually call a hoarding place because it is a hoarding place. I have been constantly putting into this cabinet a lot and a lot of things, and I can tell you, I need to reorganize it. I need to know what I'm gonna keep, what I'm gonna remove. I need to find the best way possible to deal with it because, as you can see, I have a huge amount of things. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything out. I'm going to collect all the things from Gorgeous that I have in there because I am specifically planning to be filming a video about the things I have from Gorgeous, and I would like to share them with you. And then I will be collecting things that are not needed anymore here, and I will be taking to my apartment to go in my office and possibly try to leave in this temporary place I'm living in only the things that I really need, because it's time that I get moving. It's time that I get to start taking my things to where I am going to live in the long run. So I basically have to go through this cabinet for sure. And this is the only thing that I had pending on my planner to do today. And since I'm not at work today, I decided that it's the perfect time to go through it. By the way, this is the place from where all the giveaways come out. I have only done one giveaway till now, but I will be doing some others in the future. So some things that you might be seeing here will basically go in there. So I will be pausing the video various times so that I can get things out and I can sort them out and I can reorganize a bunch of the things that are in there and decide what I'm going to take to my office at work, what I'm going to take to my apartment, what I'm going to leave here, so on and so forth. So I will be filming bits and parts of this reorganization for you to see, but I will not be filming completely all the taking out of the things and the sorting out, because I have to try to find the best way on how to organize it, and it will take a lot of time. It would make an endless video, so I will be taking you through bits and pieces of this video. Okay, so I have cleared the cabinet. I need to clean there and the surface, but in the meantime I do have, oh my goodness, a huge amount of things on the floor that, as you can see, just need to be cleared out, and I need to find a way on how to organize all this stuff. There's a bunch there, there's a bunch here, and it's not gonna be easy because there, I've got so much. I've got a lot of binded notebooks and all the other types of notebooks that you can find everywhere. So I gotta go and organize this. In the meantime, I figured out a pile which is going to be taken to my apartment for sure. I have figured out what I'm going to use for the next giveaway, and yeah, let me show you what I've got as a pile for my apartment. So as I said, a bunch of things from the cabinet will be taken to my office and in my apartment, and I will be packing these up and taking them there so that they can be on the shelves of my office to be used in the future. And as you can see, I have chosen a bunch of very colorful notebooks to take to my apartment because I really want my office to be colorful, to have beautiful things in it. And in the meantime, maybe I will find a way on how to use many of the things I already have. But I will go ahead and pack all these things and just prepare them to get to my apartment. And in the meantime, I will be taking care of the rest, and I will be organizing the cabinet once again. As I said, I have also figured out what am I going to use for my giveaway, so that will be a future video that you will be seeing. In the meantime, I am going to continue organizing the stationery cabinet that I said I was going to find a way of putting things into it in a more structured way, hopefully. So as I said, I wanted to look for all the gorgeous things that I had in the cabinet and collect them all so that I can show them to you in an upcoming video. And I have these and a lot of other things that I want to show you. And this is an A5 traveler's notebook that I have made with various inserts. There are 5 inserts in there. This is a binder that I have found. Spiral bound notebook that I had decorated some years ago, as you can see there. I've done this myself. I think it was the first crafting that I ever did in my life, and it is just a lined paper notebook, and maybe I will be using this as a relationship journal or something of the sorts, since it has all these hearts. And these notebooks here need some repair, or else they will just get thrown away or tossed or used in any other way. This is an old bullet journal that I had some time ago and that I stopped using. So this is basically what I've been doing. I'm going to continue to sort out, but the things that are on my desk will for sure be staying out of the cabinet, and I will just continue to organize it. So the bag for my apartment got packed. It's super full. It's full to the brim, so I've got a huge amount of things that will need to just get to my office, and it's a huge bag. As you can see there, it's very huge, it's big, and it is full, super full, and it will get to my new office. So that's what I've packed, and I will continue with the rest of the organization and the setup of my stationery cabinet. Okay, so this is an interim into what I am organizing. I have put A4s over there. I had a box full of small, very small notebooks, which I just collected in that box. Those are loose leaves. These are white papers, which I use, plain paper, which I use into my filofaxes, and I punch holes. These are A6 notebooks. Those are all A5s, as you can see there. And I'm gonna just go up and stack things into a manner that I will still be able to take something out of them if I need to. Obviously, if I need to get, for example, that yellow notebook over there, I will have to take out all this stack of notebooks. But I guess for the way that this cabinet is made, I don't have any other option. It used to have, as you can see there and even there, shelves, but I was losing a lot of space, and even through the reorganization, I thought that it was better to just leave it like this. And besides, the shelf was really getting very much weak, because there was a lot of books onto it. There were a lot of books which were quite becoming heavy, and I decided just to take it out and leave it as it is. I will continue organizing this cabinet, and I will come back for another part of the same video so that I can show you my progress. Okay, so this is the end result of the whole organization. As you can see, I have a lot over there, a lot of space which is still not filled up, and I hope that it is not going to be filled up very soon, because I need to stop hoarding stationery items. I have a whole stack of different types of tapes, as you can see, masking tapes, transparent tapes of different sizes, black tape, and a bunch of other tapes. I do have my Parker inks, some old staples, then I've got my A5 binder notebooks all there, sort of like Filofaxes, but they are not Filofaxes. I've got my fabric binders, the three of them, the A5 one and the two A6s over there. At the back of the tape, I have all my personal size binders with some notebooks on top. Here are all the sort of traveler's notebooks that I have purchased from eBay. Those are string traveler's notebooks, while these three over here are binders, but sort of a traveler's notebooks. That's my Malang diary, which got a little bit stained, but I will be cleaning up. These are two stacks of A6 notebooks that I have to figure out on how I'm going to use them, because I'm a big fan of the A5s. These here are A5 plain white paper that I purchase in notebooks, and then I just punch holes into them, and I can use them for my brain dumps into my Filofaxes. There are all my glues. That's a stamp. That's the purple box with the small, very small notebooks. These are all the binder files. And there are the A4s, and underneath these traveler's notebooks and underneath these personal size binders, there are all the A5 notebooks as I have shown you. Let me see whether you can see them over there. They are these ones here. There are different types of notebooks, so you can see them. I had to stack things on top of others because there was no other choice, so as to organize it at best. But this is basically the end result of all the organization. And I'm gonna show you what I have in these two boxes, which is this one and this one. I'm gonna open them up for you, and I will show you a bunch of pens that I have collected over the years. Few of them have been purchased locally from various shops. While others I've got them over the internet, but I will be telling you which ones I purchased from eBay. But as I have purchased them some time ago, quite years I guess, I will probably not be able to find any links. But if you look for pens, there are a bunch of pens which are so much beautiful over on eBay that you can purchase. So let me open up those two boxes. I said I was going to show you what's in the two boxes, and as you can see, they hold a lot of beautiful pens that I hardly ever use. Many of them, I purchased them on eBay a couple of years ago. I think back in 2013 or 14, I did purchase many of these pens and never used them. I purchased many of them with the intention to take them to my office, but then I never did that. And I have also these bling sort of pens you can see here that I have purchased also years ago and never used. This was from OPI. I remember having purchased a whole set of nail polishes and it was attached to them. These are other ballpoints. As you can see, they are very, very beautiful pens. They are a bit heavy, so if you want to keep them with your planner, they are a bit heavy for your planner, especially if you want to keep them on the go. Some of them bled through the paper, so this was another reason why I did not keep them with my planner. But if you are sort of a professional or someone just working in an office that you have to sign important papers all the time, you can just purchase some of these. I guess that some of them there were not even $10, so they were really good as a deal, and they're beautiful. And since I have had them for many years, the wear and tear was not that bad. Obviously, I did not use them much. I've used them just for a couple of days, but they still kept their shine and they're beautiful. appearance, even if they were closed in a box for quite a lot of time. I do have a Mon Ami. This is quite very expensive. Then I've got, I don't know what this is. I think this was a Schaffer. I've got somewhere, I also have a Parker. I don't know where it is. Anyways, I must have had a Parker placed somewhere. This was a pen that I was gifted some years ago. Also, this is another one, another ballpoint pen. Many of them do come with black ink, but cartridges can be found on eBay, and they are also very cheap to purchase, and you can purchase black or blue ink. I personally love using the blue ink, but not everyone is of the same type of opinion. I've got also a fountain pen, but as you can see, it was not that successful for me to use it, and I think this is the only one that I've got, because I did not purchase another one after my first try. I've got also these types of pens, and these open like this. This is how it is. I'm not sure, but I think that Peacocks does have a bunch of these types of pens. So I think those of you that can get hold of Peacocks either online or something like that, they can get a bunch of them. But as I said, I did purchase them while I was years ago, but also while I was, some of them were purchased from London. So it was so much time ago that I don't even remember exactly the year, but I do have a lot of these pens, as you can see. I did purchase some of them even for my partner, because he was going around with a bunch of pens that were falling apart, and I did wanted him to start using some professional pens, and so I've got him a bunch of them. I think he has one like this for sure. I remember having purchased this, and I think even one like this. And I wanted him to just keep it in his briefcase, so that when he is around doing contracts or any other things where he needs to sign important papers, he can at least just get out a beautiful pen to sign those papers. So I hope that I have managed to give you some ideas about, if you have an organization cabinet or something like mine, how you can organize it, and also that I have given you some explanation about these pens and how I keep them. And if you are interested, I'm sure that you can search on eBay for these pens and you will find a ton of them, I'm sure. If I manage to find any of the links for these pens, I will be linking down below in the description box the pens that I find, or else something similar for you if you are interested. And in the meantime, I really hope that you have liked this video, and I have managed once again to give you a bunch of ideas. Until next video, bye!